Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. All right, Browns fans, there's a lot to unpack here. If you've been paying attention over the past few days, you know there's been some serious concerns surrounding our quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. And believe me, it's not just fan chatter or some minor injury scare. This is something that could influence the entire trajectory of our season. Shedeur, who's been a catalyst for the offense and a symbol of hope for many Browns fans excited about the future, has suffered an injury during a regular practice session. And now, the headlines are buzzing with uncertainty about whether he'll be able to suit up for Week 13. That's huge, folks, because when you look at how much Shedeur has brought to the table this season, his leadership, his playmaking ability, and his knack for making big throws, you realize how vital he's become to this Browns squad. The injury was sustained during practice, and the details are still emerging. The team's medical staff is working tirelessly to assess the extent of the damage, but early signs aren't entirely positive. There's a real possibility that Shedeur might miss out on the upcoming game against a division rival, a game that could be pivotal in our playoff push. And let's be honest, Browns fans, losing a guy like Sanders for even one game can shift the momentum, especially in a division as tight as the AFC North. The Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers are all lurking, waiting for any slip-up from Cleveland, and our quarterback's health status is now front and center in all those discussions. Now it's crucial to emphasize that the Browns' medical team is taking every precaution. Their priority is ensuring Shedeur gets the proper treatment and that his recovery is complete before he steps back onto the field. This isn't a situation where they'll rush him just to fill a roster spot. They understand the long-term importance of his health. But at the same time, this situation puts a lot of pressure on the coaching staff and the rest of the offense. Jacoby Brissett, who's been a steadying presence when called upon, might need to step up even more if Shedeur isn't ready for Week 13. That's not ideal, Browns fans, but it's the reality we're facing. As we approach the week of the game, the buzz among fans is palpable. Every update from the Browns' medical staff is met with a mixture of hope and anxiety. Can Shedeur recover in time? Will he be able to provide the leadership we need to stay afloat? These questions are bouncing around every Browns fan's mind, and social media is flooded with speculation, prayers, and hopes for a swift recovery. If Sanders can get back on the field, it'll be a huge boost for our offense, which has looked promising this season but still needs that extra spark to dominate at the highest level. If not, we'll have to rely on our depth, on Jacoby Brissett and the rest of the offense to keep the momentum going. But let's take a step back and appreciate what Shedeur Sanders has meant to this team. Since joining us, he's been more than just a quarterback. He's been a leader, a guy who's brought energy and confidence into that huddle. His ability to make plays under pressure is what has made fans believe this team can actually make some noise in the playoffs. His arm talent, decision-making, and poise are qualities that Browns fans haven't seen in a long time from a young quarterback. And now, with this injury cloud hanging over him, it's a test of the team's resilience and depth. This situation also highlights how unpredictable football can be. One moment you're planning your game strategy, and the next, you're adjusting on the fly because of an injury. That's the reality of the NFL, and it's a reminder that every player's health is paramount. The Browns' coaching staff has always focused on player safety, but injuries are part of the game. The key now is how they adapt and rally around whoever is under center. Whether it's Shedeur returning sooner than expected or Jacoby stepping in as the starter, Cleveland needs to be ready to adapt its game plan. Looking at the broader picture, this injury situation puts a spotlight on what lies ahead for the Browns. We're in a crucial stretch of the season, and every game counts. Our goal is to secure a playoff spot, and that means we can't afford to drop too many games, especially in this division. The AFC North is always tough, and with teams like the Ravens and Bengals having strong seasons, we're in a dogfight. The absence of Sanders could make things more challenging, but Browns fans know this team has resilience. We've seen flashes of brilliance from guys like Amari Cooper and Nick Chubb, and the defense has been solid when it counts. Still, the quarterback position is the heartbeat of the team, and losing our young star might test our depth and resolve more than ever. The coaching staff will have their hands full in the coming days. They'll be working tirelessly to evaluate Shedeur's recovery progress, and they're likely exploring all options to keep the offense functioning at a high level. We might see some creative play calling, or even a shift in our offensive scheme to suit the strengths of Jacoby Brissett if he ends up starting. It's all about making sure we stay competitive, especially against divisional rivals who won't give us an inch. The mental toughness of the team will be tested, and Cleveland fans will need to rally around these guys more than ever. In the end, what matters most is that Shedeur gets the best possible care and a full recovery. The Browns are committed to that, and the entire Browns family is behind him, sending positive vibes and prayers. This injury may be a setback, but it's also an opportunity for other players to step up, for the team to show its depth, and for us as fans to display our unwavering support. We've come too far this season to let an injury derail our hopes of making a deep playoff run. Cleveland Browns' pride is all about resilience, grit, and fighting through adversity, and I have no doubt that this team will rise to the occasion. As we keep our eyes peeled for updates, one thing's certain. If Shedeur Sanders can recover in time, he'll be back on that field with even more determination. If not, we'll see how our team adapts, and I believe it'll only make us stronger in the long run. Browns fans, this is the kind of adversity that tests our spirit, and I know we're ready to face it head-on. We trust our coaching staff, support our players, and believe in the heart of Cleveland football. The season isn't over yet, and the fight continues. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.